Confirming social media, Canadian student visa changes. All you will listen that Canadian student visa processing change. There is a current capping, restrictions, and etc. But nobody will change. What are the capping? What are the restrictions? What are the conditions? How many changes? What are the changes? And new students will face which difficulties? Nobody is telling because they did not know clearly. Because when official website of Canadian IRCC, it's very difficult to understand and interpret because you need to be very expert to study that information which the Canadian immigration provide and Mark Miller say. Therefore, nobody is taking this to tell these things. What are the changes basically? That you people are noising bad news, shocking news. Students must weep and students must not sleep at night. Students who are the students' upcoming plan of Canada, they must change and they must change their aeroplane towards the United States. They must change their aeroplane towards Australia. Don't go to the Canada because Canada is not going to entertain. Why? What are the changes? No doubt, PM Justin spoke capping and restrictions on all type of the visa, including student visa and temporary work visa. But what are the changes? Nobody is telling. So I am going to tell you. Listen this one. Government of the Canada, due to the current political scenario, is trying to reduce the number of the students. No doubt about this. But this information which the people are giving that work permit, post work permit is finished, 100% wrong. 150% wrong. Canadian migration system is giving work permit to international students. But they are putting some specific conditions. And what are the conditions? Nobody is telling. Technically, when you are giving information in YouTube channel, when you will tell him precious information by which he will not be able to see website, he will save the time and he will not search information and he will get information through your channel. I think you are successful. You are not getting views, you are not getting dollars, no problem, but you help the people. Thrilling news, breaking news, biggest news, students shocking news. But what are the shocking news? What is exact shocking news? What are the conditions which are changed in the Canadian student visa? I am going to tell you. Listen here. Only change is that when you will get work permit, you must be entered in a university or college in a specified course. I will explain in the simplest way so you will be able to understand. Then after when the lecture will finish, session will finish, you will be able to, sir has guided us and at least we have information. You are wasting time of watching so much channels, but exact information you are not getting. So what is the exact information? When you will finish study, first information speaker, when you will finish study, you need to do IELTS once again. And if you are studying in university, you have to take 7 bands in all 4 segments in academic. Clear? If you will have 7 bands in all 4 segments, mean reading, writing, speaking, these all 4 segments, listening. If you are having 7 bands in all segments in IELTS academic, you will be able to get work permit. Did anybody tell you earlier? They want you must weep. They want you must not go to the Canada. Canada cannot close the door for the migrants. They are changing the conditions. They are restrictions. When restrictions will not be there in the past, all countries are putting restriction. Population of the world are increasing. Will they allow all people to come to Canada? Will they allow all Indians to come to Canada? Never happen. Indians are number 1 students in Canada who are going after COVID. During the COVID, they were going to United States. Now they were number 1, and their numbers are little bit reduced. So what happened? Their number is 480,000 Indians almost. And the target of the Australian immigration system now, IRCC, which allocated 475,000. Huge numbers. Only difference is that, which I will tell you, masters and bachelor degree holders, they are included. In earlier targets which year they put masters and the bachelor degrees holders, they were not included. Definitely numbers were more. So little bit capping is there, but nobody is telling. 475,000 numbers of the students will be able to go in 2025, but masters and the bachelor degree holders will include. Please note these informations. One by one I am giving you. Second one, the third change, which is very significant change, PAL, P-A-L, PAL. All colleges and the universities are given a quota that you can invite 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 students. In the PAL earlier, bachelor and the master degrees were not included. Mean that universities and colleges were free and they can invite students from the bachelor and the bachelor and master's degree holder students. They can give admissions as much as possible. because they were not in PAL. Now currently they are in the PAL. Mean now specific number of the master's degree holder, a bachelor degree holder, universities and colleges, they can invite from the overseas students. You are able to understand. This is the difference. Not much difference. If you're talking, capping is there, restriction is there, but the people are telling you must suicide, you must weep, and you must not go to Canada, and Canada is finished. Canada migration is finished. Migration is not finished. Migration is continuous. Migration continues. That's why they are allocating 475,000, almost same numbers. But bachelor and the master, I'm speaking again and again, bachelor and master degrees were not included in the previous task. Definitely numbers are little less. Because when you will count the bachelor and master degree holder in the past, those crossed the 500,000 students. Okay, ji. Now go to this another change, which is much important. And that is definitely consultants. I will talk to consultants. I am also a consultant, you know that. And I will request all consultants. You can earn the money by any way. The nature will give you money when you are working, and you are working for the genuine people, when you are working for the genuine students, when you are doing honestly, when you are helping others, humans. This is my belief, the nature will give you money. But if you will do one holy thing, you will do this favor for whole life. That person will pray for you whole life until he will be old, he or she will be old, which is going to Canada for a student visa. But nobody is telling. At least in one YouTube channel, one sentence spoke, in short you can spoke, 30 seconds spoke, such sentence by which the students will get the benefit. In spite that after listening your session, they will start weeping and they will talking with the mother and father, my doors are closed, I will not be able to get the education. Dad and mom, the YouTubers is telling that Canada is finished, where I will go. And you are just making people in trouble. When the person will die in one family, will you say this is your huge loss and everything is finished and you also die? No, you will speak words of hope. You will be optimistic, no problem, this is your father, everybody has to go. Nobody will stay in this world throughout the life. But he was very pious man, he was very good man, he did good things in the life. And you are lucky man, you have just father. You can speak very good words. There are two type of news, two type of the words you can speak. Now go back to the topic which I am discussing, that significant change I am talking about. Master's degree holder, bachelor degree in the PAL. Okay, now this thing which I am talking to consultants, I was not able to continue this point. Please admit students in those courses in which work permit is allowed. This is the major change. I am speaking slowly so that all people understand. This is the only major change in the student visas. If you will go in any course which is not allowed to get the work permit, you will not be able to get the work permit. And then the Mark Miller is telling you have to go back. He is talking to those individuals. Mean that now Canada has specified those courses in which work permit is allowed, and Canada has specified those courses in which work permit is not allowed. Who can do this decision? Students. If I will request to students as well, you are uneducated. You are student, mean you are educated people, and you are going to Canada. Definitely you did IELTS. You can read your degrees. You can read the books. Just open the website of Canadian Immigration, IRCC. Just see such courses in which post-study work permit is allowed. This is the change. You will say what was happening in the earlier what was happening when you was going to Canada. You all students in any course were getting the work permit. There was no confusion. Now you will be asking why consultants are not telling students this course is good, this course is bad, this course work permit is allowed, this course work permit is not allowed. Reason is that consultants charge huge fee from the students and from the college in the form of the commission, and they will enter into those courses in which commission is more, and they will not enter in those courses in which you will not get the admission. When you will not get the admission, definitely your COE will not come and your admission will not be confirmed in Canada, because those courses definitely conditions will be little tight, and consultant wants admission and want commission, and they don't want the future of the students. They don't bother the students will get the work permit, students will not get the work permit. I will request to YouTubers, consultants also, please give right information to the students. Now I will speak this information once again. One mistake you will do, you will select a course. Remember, when you will reach Canada, you will be very happy. You will be as dancing. I saw in the clips some 6 were dancing. My son got the Canadian student visa. Now they don't know what will happen when he will go to the Canada. He will get the information in your course work permit is not allowed. According to new rule, he will start weeping. And he will say to mom, dad, you sold buffalo, you sold house for the Canadian fee, for the work permit, because after the study I will get the work permit, I will earn the money and I will fulfill all those. My father and mother, I need to go back to India now. His father may have heart attack because he will think that I sent my son to study in Canada for work permit, but he is not able to get the work permit. Mr. Consultant, where you will stand? After 2 years, after 3 years, you each ate your commission. You will eat only one bread, not 10 bread at the same time. Your stomach is one. Please do wise decisions, do honest decisions, do honest counseling. Consultancy is a holy job. When you are counseling someone, give right suggestion at right time. Almost some things I told. Hopefully I will continue. What are the significant changes in Canadian and Australian and US and almost all immigration. Thank you very much. Keep watching World Immigration News by Irfan. My email, you remember, parkconsultant1@gmail.com. Analysis, prediction, consultancy, World Immigration News by Irfan. Hopefully you will subscribe, like and share.